I'm getting fired tomorrow because I won't sign away my rights. Hey folks. Longtime lurker. And admittedly on some level pleased that it's now my turn to have one of these. Our company has rolled out more HR policies, one of which is a binding arbitration agreement that prevents you from suing the company from any workplace disputes. From wage theft to wrongful termination, you can't ever get before a judge, but instead are forced in front of an arbitrator that has a financial incentive to rule in favor of the company to gain a repeat customer. These proceedings are not public record, not subject to judicial review, limit discovery, and generally give companies much more leeway to fuck us over as employees. I declined to sign the arbitration agreement, and was told on Monday my continued employment depended on my signature. I will not sign away my goddamned constitutional right as an American to seek redress for grievances in the public court system regardless of its myriad of flaws and biases to these blood-sucking leeches just so they can save a little more on their bottom fucking line when they should be paying employees more for harm done. We need to put a stop to this shit. And if I gotta lose my job, so be it. I feel you. I was fired from a job because I wouldn't sign a paper that gave them the right to take any shortage in the register out of my check. The issue was I was one of 4 people who shared the register. Yeah, my last job tried this on me too. They put an e-document in my inbox that only had an option to agree to arbitration. No options for opting out. Needless to say, I just let that shit sit in my inbox forever. A dealership I was at tried to do this back in December 2019. I refused to sign it. I got mad enough that I printed copies of California Wage Order 9. You get at least double minimum wage if you have to supply your own tools, and threw them all over the break room. Those papers were all the talk for the next week and no one could figure out who did it. Kudos to you for actually reading the agreement. An arbitration agreement that covers wage theft and wrongful termination? If that's not a red flag to head for the hills. That is insane. Name drop the company and keep your soul pure. Too bad you don't live in Illinois. We made this shit illegal 2 years ago. Edit. For those of you who doubt or want a source, it's part of the Workplace Transparency Act. And no, it's not just sexual harassment. https www.nat-law-review.com/articles/who-what-and-when-illinois-employment-agreements-under-workplace-transparency Act. If they want you to sign a waiver agreeing not to sue for wage theft or wrongful termination, it sounds like they are planning on committing those crimes. I admire your conviction and hope losing that job doesn't hurt too much financially. In and out requires signing the same thing when being hired. My son was asking me to help understand the paperwork he needed for his first day. I read that one and was like, WTF? It states you can remove it after the fact in writing, but I'm sure that would just get him fired. 2. Unfortunately, this is legal in the US. We privatize everything including the court system. If anyone would like to share their reading, here's some stuff I've been looking at. https fairarbitrationnow.org/what-is-forced-arbitration/ https www.consumerreports.org/mandatory-binding-arbitration/forced-arbitration-clause-for-concern/ https www.aclu.org/blog/women's-rights/workplace/its-time-end-forced-arbitration https www.epa.org/publication/the-arbitration-epidemic/ https www.justice.org/resources/research/forced-arbitration-in-a-pandemic https levi-vinick.com/2017/09/if-my-employer-gives-me-and-have-to-sign-it/. Get a copy of the agreement and sue them right away. This can't be legal. Wide Line-owned pet store rolled out an arbitration agreement we all had to sign when the company was going publicly traded. I tried to complain about the new policy to HR, who ignored me entirely. They didn't even take my call. So I walked. I wasn't about to let them decide what justice was, especially when we had a manager who had sexual harassment issues. I got sent about 10 notices to sign one last year. I've worked the same job for over a decade and this is the third corporate takeover and first mandatory arbitration agreement I never signed. They eventually stopped sending them lol, but there were threats in order to continue employment. Okay, well, fire me. Find someone else to work the job, good luck. I work direct support. We are always understaffed and no one from the office has ever worked a shift. Plus it takes quite a bit of training to work alone, which we are supposed to be double-staffed but never are due to staffing issues, and some of the people I support require quite a bit of care. Anyway, I do not plan on ever suing, but if for some reason I needed to, I want my constitutional rights protected. I guess this is commonplace nowadays when onboarding to a company, but miss me with that bull crap. Plus I feel like if forced to sign something to continue employment would void the actual contract. Anyway, due to being forced to sign under duress, it's a pandemic. I need to keep feeding my family. But anyway, I never did sign and I am still working, single, staffed. I just heard a story on NPR today about Tesla using this shit to cover up a bunch of racist discrimination at their workplaces. This arbitration thing worked into the employment contracts is a travesty. But so American. It'll never change. I want to be wrong, but long gone are the days where people would Molotov a building because the company were breaking the law or ethical boundaries. Arbitration agreements should be illegal. This only helps the employer. Sign the paper in messy cursive. Do not agree. Not legal advice. Good for you op. Forced arbitration is BS. Clinking glasses.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.